All right, so just a brief background. There are two types of top voices on LinkedIn. There is the LinkedIn top voice itself, this one, the LinkedIn top voice itself. This one is, as you see, is invitation only program. It is LinkedIn. LinkedIn invites you to become a LinkedIn top voice. And for those who have LinkedIn top voices, you always see something like a blue kind of tick or blue kind of LinkedIn icon on their. Let me go down. There are some people that I follow who are LinkedIn top voices. All right. You see, like this gentleman, Peter Walker, he's a LinkedIn top voice. You see this badge here, top voice, and all of that. So, but this is invitation based only. And how do you get this? The more you create relevant content, and the more people engage on your content, the more likes you get, the more comments you get, and it's consistent. LinkedIn notice that, oh, this person, the way this person shares, they also rate the quality, the depth of what you share, not only the likes. There are many people that have good likes and good comments, but they are not LinkedIn top voices yet. But the goal here is, are you able to share content that demonstrate valuable experts in a unique topic? That's the secret. Valuable, you're able to share valuable expertise content in a unique topic, and you consistently demonstrate that, people are liking and they're commenting and they find it valuable and they're even sharing. After some time, LinkedIn will now invite you to become a top voice. And I've noticed that for some people who have become top voices, some of them were able to, become community top voices. And that's the second part of it. So I said there are two types of LinkedIn voices. There is a LinkedIn top voice, which is what I've spoken about, which is invitation only. Then there is the LinkedIn community top voice. This one now you get it because of the community, and that's what I want to show you how to get it. So, and of course, it's still not everybody has it. It's still very it's challenging to still get it, but it's not impossible. It's easy to actually get it if you actually know the secret on how to do that. But for those who have community top voices like I have, you can have a couple like I have four. Um, on business strategy, business analysis, leadership, and consulting. So the secret of being a LinkedIn community top voice is for you to also share quality content, but you are contributing on existing articles that LinkedIn share. So you are contributing on particular articles shared by LinkedIn. This is the difference. There are some people that they're looking for this community top voice. They think that it is by them sharing quality articles on LinkedIn. No, it is when you contribute quality ideas on LinkedIn existing articles, not that on LinkedIn existing articles. So it says, and you earn a community top voice badge when members find you to be one of the most noteworthy contributors on collaborative articles for a particular skill. Like you see, I am a top voice on these four particular skills. And I intentionally choose these skills because my work is into business training, consulting, strategy, analysis, and all of these things and corporate training. So I want my clients, if they see me on LinkedIn or anywhere, they'll say that, oh, he's so good at what he does that he's even a top voice and all of that. And I'll explain how you can use these top voices to market yourself more and be more and build more credibility and thought leadership brand that you can use it especially for people who are into services. But not that you only get this community top voice when you contribute intelligently on LinkedIn articles. And when you do that, people have to like your contributions. That's the only way you get this badge. When you contribute on a LinkedIn article, people have to come to your contribution and read and say, wow, this is insightful. And then they like it. If you contribute and nobody likes it, that's why the way you contribute and the quality of your contribution is important so that it can make people to like it and follow you. I have been able to grow to 24,000 followers also because people follow me from that area too. That's also the benefit of contributing on LinkedIn articles. Now, somebody may be asking, how do I find these articles? Let me show you. I'm going to share the link, but I had to bookmark that on here. Let me see. So these are all the articles. I'm going to share this link in the chat box so that let me share it here. So this, if you go to this link, if you have your computer or your phone, you can save it or whatever. But this is where you can find all the LinkedIn articles that you can contribute on, and you will be good. Now, you can come here for those who still want to see every article is under each topic. All articles are under each topic. Let's do something practical. Can somebody comment a niche where you would like to be an expert on LinkedIn, where you want to be known as an expert on LinkedIn? Please comment your niche that we can look for it. Marketing. So you go to M. Let's go to M. This is M. Let us see. So you may likely come, you see different things on marketing. So you mean, because marketing is broad, you now see, it says, okay, this marketing itself, you see marketing campaign, marketing automation, marketing consulting, marketing management, marketing communication. So you need to go deeper. Marketing strategy. So you can still decide and be a top voice on all the marketings if you want. But I would recommend that, for example, I'm a top voice on things that I get paid to do. I get paid to build strategies. I get paid to talk about consulting and train and leadership and any other thing. So I focus on getting top voices on things that I get paid to do. So if you are good at market research, I will suggest market research. If you are good at building marketing strategy, I would suggest marketing strategy. So you can come and you click here. Let's take marketing strategy. These are the articles on the marketing strategy, right? These are the marketing that, the articles, sorry, that you will find under marketing. So let's say you will see the article. These are the article topics. What can you learn from successful marketing strategy innovators? You can open, when you open to this, you will see other contributors who are contributing and all of that. It will tell you contribute to 3 or more articles in this skill. So under marketing strategy, you have to contribute on 3 or more articles to be eligible to earn a top marketing strategy voice. However, the secret here is when you write a comment like this person, you see, 17 people have reacted on this comment, on this contribution. It means that it's very insightful contribution, is intelligent, is credible, and this is what will make him to earn. And when you see this batch here, it already means that he has already earned a community top voice on the marketing strategy. So your goal is you come here, you read what LinkedIn has written already under this topic. Then you come and you add your perspective. You now write, share a story from your experience, share something practical, share your step-by-step process on how you can achieve customer-centric processes, whatever. You just write what is intelligent that when somebody reads, somebody can comment, somebody can like it, and somebody can even reply if they want to, and all of that. So as more people are liking your contribution, the LinkedIn algorithm will picking you. After maybe a few days, sometimes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it depends. You will just notice that you will receive a notification that LinkedIn has given you that LinkedIn community top voice badge. And that is it. You can choose. Again, as I said, there are many things that or many sectors that you can pick. Anybody else, can you share your niche? And this is the power of picking your niche. And it's one secret on LinkedIn. If you're going to tap the gold on LinkedIn, be very good at building a niche and building a compelling expertise around particular areas that can make people to really reach out to you and pay you and invite you to do the things that they do. I always say I've had the privilege to travel from Cameroon to 20 countries to speak, consult, and coach and do these things. A good number of them came from LinkedIn. That's how powerful LinkedIn is. I always say the fastest way to leave your village to the global scene, one of the platforms that can do that for you is LinkedIn. You see, but you need to know these nitty-gritties and how to take advantage of. Somebody said public relations. So again, if you're using a computer, you come here. I've never done this on a mobile phone. I don't like using LinkedIn on a mobile phone because I think LinkedIn is very important. So I always use on my computer when I'm going on LinkedIn because it helps me to get a better view. But I don't know how it looks on mobile phone. Just try it out with the link that I shared. So you come to P, you click on P, then you just look carefully, public relations, you go to PU, and you may likely see that maybe public relations may be so broad that there will be sub things under public relations, and some skills you may not find the exact skills, but you may find something that is closer to it. You see this public relations, public engagement, public outreach. You can decide to see are these things that there are some. I have a friend that came on this and later discover, oh, there's a unique niche that people are not talking about. Maybe instead of being a public relations officer, become a public engagement officer. That's something is not popular. You can decide and tap into it. Say, wow, you can click here, read more about it, and build expertise around it and talk about it. And you'll be one of the few people talking about something in that particular area, right? You now open public relations, and you look any of the articles. Sometimes I always encourage people, look for articles that have fewer contributors. That way your contribution will be quickly noticed by experts from different countries. And this is the power I notice about doing this, because you will notice that people from different countries and different continents will just read your Insta and say, wow, this is very intelligent. And that's how they'll find you. Because if you are sharing under your content, normally under your village people will see you or close people will see you. But this is one of those places where when you comment something intelligent, a stranger from the UK, from Canada, from Germany, from absolutely out of nowhere will just read something that you wrote and will reach out to you and try to establish a connection. And before you know it, if you're good at negotiations and keeping relationships and building them, in a few weeks, in a few months, it can take uptick. It can lead to something significant in your career or in your business, or that may literally just change your life. That's why I love this LinkedIn community program, because it exposes you to people from diverse areas, CEOs and top experts who are even looking for other intelligent people to partner and collaborate with as far as business is concerned. So if you do this in sometimes for some people who are good at it, like for us that we now have a community, when you write your contribution, you can even copy the link and send in a community and say, oh, guys, go follow this and like. Because if all of us, let's say 10 people like your contribution every day, I can guarantee. There was a week that I got my business strategy badge. And business strategy is very competitive. I got it in 4 days because I really wanted it. You see, but I got it in 4 days. That was how fast, because the good thing is I picked a couple of articles that were very insightful, and it had a lot of engagement, and I did the contributions, and luckily they were very insightful contributions, and many people liked it, and some even shared, and that's how I got the badge in 4 days or so. But the secret of this is write your contribution like this gentleman has written. You see, this one, he wrote this contribution, he has not liked yet. You see, and it's possible to do this and there's no like, and you see, he doesn't have a badge yet. See, so the power is You write it and people like it, it's going to help you a lot to gain that top voice. Now, what is the importance of getting the top voice? And then can take questions or contributions. The importance is there's something in business I called credibility communication or thought leadership communication. Especially if you're here and you deal with services, one of your greatest strengths is your ability to communicate your value. And the communication of your value depends a lot on the substance that you add when you are talking about the value you can create. For example, if you're trying to brand yourself, talk about yourself publicly, or you're trying to pitch yourself to a group of people and all of that, just adding a slide, just adding a few words that, due to my passion for business strategy, I have a LinkedIn community top voice. Everybody knows that LinkedIn is a powerful platform, is all of that. And they may like to, do you contribute on this topic? So it helps that. Secondly, when people come to your profile, a lot of people have reached out to me because they notice that, and they'll mention, I noticed that you have a community top voice on this. And that's how discussion starts, or they're trying to, I always have recruiters on my inbox trying to offer me jobs in different countries and all of that. And some always mention, I noticed that you have this in your profile, and it helps a lot. That's the power of that, because it makes you stand out. It adds value to your credibility and your thought leadership. You see, and when you're talking about your brand, what is the quality of your brand when it comes to communicating your brand? What makes your brand credible when you're talking about yourself is the quality of substance that is in that communication. So that's why if somebody's talking to you and they start mentioning, I have an award from the United Nations, or award from the World Bank, or award from this community or this group of people, or I have done this and this, those little things they are adding in their credibility communication makes you to see them differently and do business with them differently, or get that trust. Right? In the business process, I always say they need to know you first, like you, before they can trust you and give you money. They need to know you, like you, trust you, and give you money. And many a times, trust out of the blue is developed based on the substance that is within what you are communicating. So the top voice, having a top voice on your profile will help it will help you skip some due diligence quickly and increase trust faster. There are some people that uh, they will take a while to quickly trust you and do business with you. But if they see some things on your profile, they may likely just skip certain due diligence and just start talking certain things with you based on what they saw when they visited your profile. So those are some benefits of doing this. And LinkedIn knew why they added this, because they knew that on LinkedIn, people need some things more than just reading your bio to start doing business with you. Because there are certain things that when they see that LinkedIn has given you, it means that it adds some validation and some credibility in the work that you do, especially in your niche and in the services that you create and you distribute. For me, I always encourage people, if you are really serious about selling, especially selling and getting people beyond your immediate environment to trust you and buy from you, one of the things you should get on LinkedIn is this community top voice. It's like an external body validating your skill. You see, that's the power of that. It helps you a lot to gain that trust and possibly start making some sales, or getting some possible partnerships. So those are looking at many people in Africa wants to get jobs in international companies. One thing I noticed now, you now notice that a lot of global companies now also recruit people that have good brands, that they like to brag about it, that, one of our employees is this, contributes to this and all of that. They like that too. So sometimes this is where you notice that CEOs themselves reach out to some people to give job offers, not recruiters. I have CEOs of companies who have reached out to me directly. So, okay, we have this role in our company. Would you like to fill it? Based on what they have seen that goes on in my profile, or due to contributions on articles like this. This is going to take some time. This is beyond you just spending a few minutes on LinkedIn. But if you are going to get value that is beyond your comfort zone and your environment, one of the places where you have to play on LinkedIn is these collaborative articles, and keep on collaborating even when you have gotten the top voice. Why? Because you will get access to people that you would have never gotten access to. Keep collaborating. You will now see CEOs reaching out to you, top senior directors of companies that you never knew that they could ever reach out to you based on what you said on your collaborative article. It's going to help you a lot, and break some ceilings and some barriers that, some. I always say everybody is talented, but opportunities are not equally distributed. You have to align yourself, position yourself before some opportunities can find you. And this is one of the ways to align and do the positioning. All right, any questions about this? I think the next goal now is there a way that we can now, agree on that people who don't yet have top voices? I'm willing to like and reply people's contributions on this so that they can get the top voice. But is there a way that we can agree on? Unfortunately, out of 40 people, only 12 of us are here. But however, 12 of us are this enough number to help everybody here get a top voice in the next 1 week or 2 weeks. It's very possible, because I don't think that I've ever had more than 10 likes on my contributions on LinkedIn, but I'm able to have the top voices, community top voices. So it means this number is enough to help us get that. So the question is, how can we now use this number, all of us, and help everybody here get a LinkedIn community top voice? And one thing I noticed is that when you announce on LinkedIn that you have a top voice, it gains you a lot of traction. So if LinkedIn promotes, make that post to go viral a lot. People like it, and people get to follow you because, oh, she has a community of top voice in this. Okay, let me follow her, let me follow him, and all of that. You see, it's my first time of joining a challenge. So I was able to get 20-something thousand followers just from doing these minor things on LinkedIn, and they pay off. So when you also announce yourself that, oh, LinkedIn has given me a top voice, it's one of your posts that will go viral. I can tell you that, because I've seen mine go viral, and I've seen other people go viral by doing the announcement of their community top voices. All right, any questions? Any clarifications, any contributions? Please feel free.
Hi, excuse me, can you guys hear me?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My question was in the chat of how many contributions do you recommend we make per day, per week? Sorry if you already answered it. I'm simultaneously working while I'm on the meeting. If you
No, it's
answered
fine.
it already, please
Uh,
let me know. I know quality is a lot better than quantity, but I like
yes.
to set goals for myself. So
Mhm.
even if you say just one a day or two a day or just three a week, something that I can set for myself to make sure that I am reaching that goal.
Yes. Personally, for me, what I do is sometimes I do just one article per week, and it's enough. It depends on how busy your niche is, right? But you are the one who you mentioned marketing, right? Yes, marketing is a very busy sector, and it's very vibrant. So sometimes just doing quality content for one article, but the goal is, as LinkedIn suggested, if you can pick one article, leave at least three contributions on one article. But if you can do three articles, it's also permitted. it also helps you do that. So it depends also on your timeline and how much you are willing to write and contribute. And of course, the maximum characters is your contribution must be maximum 750 characters. So it must be short. It's like a tweet, short, straight to the point, but quality that people can like it and even decide to follow you based on what you actually wrote. So you can set a goal that one article a day, because you can do it every day for 1 week. They're not going to stop you, because they also need that contribution for their own traction, because followers also read what you share, because they also want to project LinkedIn as an insightful, compelling platform for people to learn and grow their career. So you can decide based on your timeline and your schedule, one article, you pick one article, you write 3 comments, and you react on it. It's going to be good too.
Thank you so much. And then my next question, and I'll pass it on to whoever has any other questions, is do you recommend that we write our own articles as well, or just stick to simply making contributions on other articles?
No, write their own articles also. Why? Because people will, mainly experts, and mostly experts and top CEOs. One thing I noticed, a personal observation and opinion. One thing I noticed is that great companies now come to these articles and read what experts are writing, and they now come to poach them and take them to their companies. That's the power. That's one thing I noticed, right? So when they come to your profile and they need to see that you're contributing, to you're writing things that are expert stuffs, right? Sometimes they'll, like me, I have a newsletter on LinkedIn. So sometimes they can go read your newsletter and all of that. So it's very important that while you're contributing, you should be writing insightful articles or short quotes or whatever, and sharing on your timeline, so that when somebody leaves, when somebody read your contribution on an article and they want to come and do more research about you, let them find value on your timeline. It's going to convert them quickly, or it's going to prompt them quickly to try to want to do business with you, or reach out to you for a proposal, or just partner with you if need be. So balance the two. And one thing I always do is that when I write a very interesting contribution here and it's nice, I always copy it and I flesh it up, or I repurpose it a bit, and I share it on my timeline as a normal post too. People still engage on it, and it still shows some value, that I'm sharing some value. So you can also do that if you think it will be helpful.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes. Any other question?
Yes. Hi everyone. Good evening.
Evening.
Please. Okay. You can hear me. Okay. Sorry, I joined late. It's due to my network, and it's running around my area. So I missed the early part of your talk. So I want to ask, how are you eligible to contribute on collaborative articles? Please.
You don't need to be eligible. You just, everybody, as long as you have a LinkedIn account, you can contribute. I did share that link. I did share a link where you can click on it and you will see all the articles. Let me reshare the link. What is your niche? What is your area of expertise?
Okay. I am an administrative assistant.
Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
So yes, I'm
Can you
seeing
see?
your screen.
Okay. So that link that I shared, when you come on that link, you will see all of these collaborative articles. You can come and you click on see all topics. Since you are admin assistant, you come under A, and we look and see if there is a section on administrative assistant. So you can see this is it. So you come and click here, and your goal is you pick any of these articles that they have shared. How can you manage a busy schedule and still provide excellent customer service? If you think this is an article you want to contribute on, like I was recommending, pick articles that have fewer contributions, so that when people are coming on it, they will see a contribution first. But you can also pick articles that have, high contributions, so that you can also expose yourself to more experts. And one thing I said also was, you can pick admin assistants. You also notice that LinkedIn will be suggesting that there are other areas of expertise. like administrative management, call center administration, office administration, you can still see that, oh, these are possible areas where you would like to build competence and be known as an expert on LinkedIn on, you can still contribute on. So you click anyone you want, and you just click start contribution, and you read what LinkedIn has written. Then you either agree with them or you disagree. You give an example, an experience, and all of that. But remember, what you're writing must not be more than 750 letters or characters. You need to be precise, compelling, insightful, thoughtful, that can prompt people to like and comment or reply. The more likes you get, the more LinkedIn algorithms start picking that this is an expert that people like reading from. And before you know it, they will give you that badge. I hope it gives proper
Yes, I
explanation.
understand right now. Okay, sorry,
Okay.
my second question.
Yes, please.
Apart from the topics under administrative assistance, is there any other topic I can make contributions to?
Yes, you can pick any topic. It depends. Again, you need to pick topics that you want to be known as an expert in, right? So again, like for example, I
Okay.
was sharing my example that um, I intentionally picked these 4 areas because my work is in business strategy analysis. I do leadership training. I do consulting for companies and all of that. So I want that when my clients find me on LinkedIn, they can see that I have a top voice on this. So you pick areas where if you are selling services on a particular niche, one of your goals should be to have a top voice badge on that niche. So what are you selling? What are your top 4 areas that you're selling? That should be your goal. That's what I recommend. So that when anybody comes on your profile, it will give them ample reason to work with you because you are proving that you are an expert in what you're selling.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Any other last question before we round up the day? What's the maximum number of top voice ranker? I've never seen them communicate that, but I think in professionalism and career, having so many is not good. It some people may read as confusion and as all of that, right? So I always recommend people because from research, an average human being can really be good and deliver services on top 4 key areas and all of that. It's possible to have 4 niches, but you have a primary niche where you're an expert, and there are 4 supporting niches that contribute or support you in what you do. So I always, my personal recommendation is pick 4 areas, maximum 5, that you think, if there are supportive, like for example, success. I know that you're in digital marketing, right? Am I right? Let's do this more practical. Success is your main focus, digital marketing or social media? Okay, let's check digital marketing and see something. So you can come under digital marketing. Let's say that's your big niche, your big goal and your big dream is for you to be recognized and to be hired and to be paid as a celebrated digital marketing expert. Now, when you come here, you see this digital marketing. Now, you can now pick other sub areas that you think are important to your main niche. You can pick, I think that if we go to S, you see the SEO, you can pick digital communication, you can pick brand management, you can pick social media and all of that. You can now pick supporting niches that, for example, if it's difficult to see somebody in business strategy that is not good with business consulting. It's difficult to see somebody in business consulting that is not good with business analysis, right? And so you just pick things that, so it's something strategic because you're selling yourself and you're doing it in a way that somebody can reach out to you. And again, LinkedIn is the highest platform that a stranger can pay you out of nowhere. That's one thing I love about LinkedIn. Somebody can pay you out of nowhere from LinkedIn in foreign currency. But you just need to be well positioned and branded enough that they can trust you and decide to work with you. So when you have these supporting niches that proves who you are and what you do, it helps you a lot. But if you have many, I've never seen the experts that I've got to work with who have these. I've not seen somebody who has more than 5. Some just have even just 2 and they're okay with it. And they focus on remaining experts in those 2. As you see, the badges are reassessed every 60 days, every 2 months. So you can lose your badge. So if you are not consistently contributing on a particular niche you have chosen, you may lose your badge after 6 months, after 2 months, sorry, right? So pick maximum 4, but let the 3 others that are, or 4 others, we are picking 5, let them be around niches that support your big niche where you want to win more and succeed more and get more clients more or be paid more in. That's what I would recommend. That way, you easily, convince people and communicate your brand in a powerful way. I hope that helps success.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Thank you very much.
Is there another question or contribution before we sign out? Right then, if there is none, thank you all so much. I hope this was helpful. Again, who has an idea? How can we work with everybody, the 12 of us here, to help people get community top voices in the next 1 week or before the 20 days is over? It's possible. Everybody can get it. It's very possible. We need to find a way. I was one wild thought I was having was, should we create a WhatsApp group just for the 12 of us? And the goal is everybody get a community top voice in the next couple of days or before the 20 days is over. Any ideas? Can somebody help with that? What do you think? Because our group is rowdy and people are not very engaging. These are things that I felt that people will be there to just take advantage of it, but it was not as I was thinking. All right. Who else? Who else thinks? Awesome. Okay. So I'm trying to see success. Success, did you WhatsApp me? I'm trying to see if I saved your number so that I could create a group with you in, and then I share the link in the chat box now for people to join.